Oh, what I've been up to. The lighting's probably not real good here. I don't have the lights on, just conserving energy. But this is some purple onions. I'm going to dehydrate. I'm using this mandolin. I don't know what the exact model is of this one. I'm not using the little fancy holder. I find I get easier or better control over it, and I just watch what I'm doing towards the end of this, because this is very sharp. And I just stack these on the trays. This is a American Harvest dehydrator. I've had it for years. I don't know, I'm slicing these less than a 1/4 inch just so they'll dry faster. And I'll take these outside and set this up, just because it's going to stink your house up like onions, like you wouldn't believe if you don't. This dehydrator is expandable. It's not square. Sometimes that can be a problem. You have to put things in a circle. Give them a quick rinse. I'm just doing this to help preserve my harvest. These will not store all winter. They will start to get soft. They'll start growing again. And I don't want to freeze them all, because one thing, I don't have the freezer space. And this gives me another way of storing them for later use. They will rehydrate, you know, in soups and sauces and things like that. So, and they get a little sweeter once they dry down. You would think they would get stronger tasting, but it's quite the opposite on these sweet onions. And this does take a long time to dehydrate. You know, even this one has an adjustable thermostat for the heat. And even then, it will take all day, and sometimes longer. Be extremely careful with these mandolins, because they are razor sharp. And once these dry down quite a bit, I'll flip them over on the tray, and I'll reverse the order of the trays. What was on top will be on the bottom. I don't know that it's necessary. It's just when I'm flipping them over, as I go through each tray, I just reverse the order and then put it back on the dehydrator. And this dehydrator, like I said, it's a American Harvest Garden Master. It can expand up to 50 trays, which I don't have that many trays right now. It can go up to 50 trays. It does have a fan in it, and like I said, adjustable thermostat for your heat control. And these dehydrators do have an electric heating element in it, so they do consume a lot of power. If you're on solar power or on a very strict fixed income, these will run your electric bill up. You can do solar dehydrating, but lately the sun here, it's been pretty inconsistent. A lot of cloud cover, and I want to get these done, so I'm going to have to run my electric bill up to get these done. And I'll count these trays when I get done, but I do know I have been getting about a quart jar of dehydrated onions once these are all dried down. And I just kind of crunch them up with my hand and pour them in the jar. Nothing spectacular about it. Some of these onions are wider than the mandolin. If you're wondering why it seems to struggle in areas, that's because the onion is rubbing on the sides, not because it's hard to slice these onions. I don't put any other type of preservative on these to protect their color. Maybe it'll turn a little dark. See, these are pretty large onions. But I've taken the time to grow them, and they will go bad if I don't do something with them. I don't think I've got any more trays, and when I rinse this off, I always put the blade level, because I did cut my finger one day wiping this off. I just rinse it under the sink. Let it drain, because I'll probably be using it some more. This is a jar of yellow onions that I put up, and I put some of these in some brown gravy last night. I was cooking some round steaks, tenderized round steak, and I just put this in the gravy. Anyway, we'll get this on the dehydrator and outside, and show you how I do it outside. One other thing, these dehydrators, as far as power consumption, are probably going to be in the 1,000 watt to 1,500 watt range. It'd be much like a hair dryer or a curling iron. If you, like I said, if you're trying to do this on solar power, trying to conserve electricity, these are going to consume a lot of electricity, especially for the time required to dry onions down. It takes, I would say, 10 to 12 hours to get them good and crunchy, where they're not going to mold on them. Anyway, thanks for watching.